Welcome to JackswanTV. Thank you for subscribing, whoever has subscribed. But if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. We've got 24 subscribers now. I want to see 30 by the end of the week. Did we,
How do you subscribe? Sorry, Spence, because of... I don't subscribe, I don't know how to. Explain to us.
Could you
There's people that want to subscribe, they're obviously eager to subscribe. They don't
press
know
the subscribe button on YouTube?
It's just as simple as that.
It, yeah.
It's as simple as that.
It won't cost you. It's free. It's free.
And what happens then?
It means that every time we post, you get a first issue of our ramblings.
So they get to know first of all what our opinions are.
Yeah. What more do they want?
Wow. Hey, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
I mean, today now we didn't touch a ball in the first 5 minutes, but after that,
Where'd you kick off?
holy cow! Yeah, but apart from that, what a game!
It was weird today, wasn't it? Am I the only one who felt as though I couldn't really care that much?
Pretty much, to be fair, yeah. The last thing I went, there was a draw, wasn't it?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't think it went.
Obviously, I wanted to win. I wanted a cup run, but at the same time, I didn't want to draw. I just felt really relaxed watching Swan.
You won another cup run, though.
It was nice not to be worried about 3 points.
I think that, like, sort of saying on the way up that what's become incredible this season, it was happening last season, was that with all the top teams, Swansea just compete. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, when you think that the Man Cities, the Chelseas, the Arsenals, the Liverpools, the Tottenhams, none of them would take the Swansea
I
apart.
don't think Liverpool are the top team, to be honest with you.
Well, okay, I mean, I accept that, but I mean, like, sort of, what I'm saying is that they're not, strangely enough, Swansea in some ways perform better against the top teams than they do against the bottom teams.
Yeah,
And-
always have done.
Yeah,
That's an interesting, like, sort of scenario.
Right, let's come back to the match. But do you have any secret transfer news? Who's coming to this one? Who's going?
Look at the connections.
Kansas?
Only rumour I have heard that one, the only rumour I've heard, which apparently has been plastered all over the papers today, which I heard beforehand, because if I am in the know, was Kevin Jones.
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't think it sounds well, personally.
I like it, I like the sound of Kevin Jones.
I think it'd be a lot of money, and I wouldn't pay
Canas?
for the money for him, personally.
I know nothing about him.
He's coming. Canas is coming. Kenwynn's coming.
His age...
Who's out?
I don't know.
Surely more
Graham
than
has
today.
surely
Moore's not made the bench.
stated his claim to survive.
Well, I mean, it's a strange thing with Graham, isn't it? Because I mean, suddenly that he's playing and he's scoring, and you don't know whether he's being played, and from his point of view, he's scoring to attract like sort of a big team, or whether he's like sort of trying to stake a claim to stay. I mean, his like sort of phraseology is I want to be given a good chance to play with Michu, which fair enough. Perhaps they're both off.
I find that Graham, I saw his interview with Sky in the week, Sky Sports, and everything he said, or anything he didn't say, suggested that he wanted to go. Which I got a bit annoyed about, to be honest, because of the fact is he got given a good chance at the start of the season.
Yeah,
he didn't take it. He was on poor form.
That's right.
He got dropped, and he said himself that he was rightfully dropped.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you can only moan that the team didn't perform when he was dropped. You know, we went on a good run. When he gets a chance, he gets back in. He's doing well. You know, I think, you know, if he goes, he goes. If he stays, he stays. Personally, I wouldn't want to get rid of him. But I wouldn't want to say to him, "You're going to be my first choice striker for the next 2 years."
That's what I mean. I think you want another. I think he's a good player, and I think he frustrates me because I think he's someone who you think, oh, you know, he's going to score there, he's going to pull trigger, and he's strange. He's someone who seems like he needs a lot of chances at times, and then
I think that he's a Premiership striker, but I think he's a lower club Premiership striker.
Vince,
and at the end of the day, if Swansea want to go up that little notch, then they need somebody a little bit sharper and a little bit like sort of.
Do you have any statistics you want to share with us?
Statistics.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
My
was
chest
it?
is 38.
What was the
My
stat?
waist has dropped down to like sort of.
What was his chest the cards
like sort of.
when your waist
was that what you were asking?
No, it's Swan stat.
I mean, it's well. I mean, if I mean, there are quite a few. I mean, like sort of, but Swansea, if they'd won today, throughout history, would have like sort of beaten Arsenal as many times as Swansea had beaten Arsenal. Is that right? Yeah. Which I mean, I think that like sort of, which just shows that like sort of Swansea seem to be a little bit of a bogey team for Arsenal. I like sort of, I know that like we're talking about we don't want to replay, etc., etc. I don't know when the replay comes. I don't know if we've done the two.
January.
Oh, I know it's in January.
January.
I know it's in January. If we've got the 2 Chelsea games out the way,
Well, we must do it. There's no way it could fit in
there we are.
beforehand.
So we've got the 2 Chelsea games out of the way, regardless of the result. Regardless of the result, I think we'll be up against Arsenal, and I actually think that, like, sort of in some ways, playing at Highbury with them coming on to us but Arsenal. It's going to suit us, and I still think that we've got a pretty good chance. We said at the start of the season, if like sort of you got into a situation where like sort of your status in the Premiership is fairly solid, would you like to worry about how high you're going to end up in the table, or would you like to have like good cup runs? And
I'm not sure about cup runs. Is thing. I think, as I say, everyone loves a cup run. Theoretically, I'd love to turn them over. And obviously, fancy us against Brighton, you would like to think. I don't think it'd be an easy game. But then, it can distract you quite a bit. If you're in the semi-final, final of the League Cup, and then you start going on in the FA Cup, I think you start.
Should we take this moment to laugh at Cardiff?
Yeah.
I don't really.
That's what
I don't really buy into this. There seems to be. We played the first team today. Pretty much.
Yeah.
2 or 3 players maybe. And I don't really buy into this. That it's the same that I see with why do you want European football next year. And if we get European football next year, if we get a replay against Arsenal, which I didn't want either, but if we get it, if we play, Bartley wants more football, Monk wants more football, Tiadelli wants more football, Trevor wants more football, Augustine wants more football. We're going to bring in another.
But there are also obviously other players that don't want more football.
Dyer would want more football. I'm saying, that's just.
Do you think Dyer wants more football?
I think he needs it.
Yeah.
What would you have done if Bartley
scored off the back? He'd have had it.
I would have fucking run around the pub that way.
We like Bartley. Bartley's good. Bartley's good.
An extra game doesn't have to mean that an extra game for Mitchell, an extra game for Britain, an extra game for Williams. But and so I hope and I expect that when we play Arsenal, in the replay, we will probably put out a lesser team.
I think he's doing the cups the right way.
Players that deserve and need football. Bartley plays it, he was outstanding.
Yeah.
Monk played, was it last week?
Yeah.
He was outstanding. We can't, they're not lesser players. They're not players that we're going to be embarrassed about sending up to the Emirates.
Yeah.
They're good players. And then I say, if Rangel comes in right back, well, by then might actually need a little bit of bit more football. If
more.
I think Moore's on his way out.
If it happens that we lose him out of the cup, so be it.
More football, the better.
It's not the end of the world.
Well, the other side of that is that, in fact, that firstly, we're saying this on the way up as well. There hasn't been a squad player that's come into the Swansea team this season that hasn't performed.
No.
They've all looked good.
No.
The other thing is that you need to satisfy them with enough games to keep them.
Exactly.
And therefore, in some ways, that the more competition, it can't be wrong to be in as many competitions as you can. All right.
More.
And Lisa, more.
And one thing, which is a really weird thing, is that where would Ben Davis be if Taylor had been injured?
Yeah.
What I mean by that?
He's been on £200 a bloody week.
But we've got other youngsters that played alongside Ben Davis midfielders,
Situ,
strikers,
Darnell,
wingers,
Situ.
right? But players we don't know about. You know, are these players, if need be, if we need to play Arsenal,
When you
up at the Emirates, and we think, I'm not going to play Britain. Yeah, you know, he played on the Saturday and he didn't play against so-and-so on the weekend in the Premiership, that's my whatever. I'm going to put in a centre midfielder who none of us have ever heard of. He's only 17. I'm going to throw him in the deep end, see what happens.
Yeah.
And the same with Europe next year. If that happens, it'll be brilliant. You know,
I don't think they should have taken Leon off today. Leon was the difference.
Yeah,
Leon
I
is
agree.
irreplaceable.
Leon's always a difference.
Irreplaceable.
I'd love to know the stats.
What was the score when we took Britain off?
We were winning. We were winning.
No, it was, yeah.
It was 1-0, was it?
Yeah. I'd love to know the stats of the last 10 years. Leon Burton on the pitch, Leon Burton not on the pitch.
Well, he's been on the pitch basically all the time, though, if you know what I mean.
Today was.
But when he's not, we're
Basically, the first man just ever took him off, if you know what I mean. No other man
And
has ever
also-
really taken him off.
Question for anybody in there, if you do know the answer, please email in or Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Has Leon Burton ever captained the side before?
I personally...
we've had a little argument about it. We think he messed up, but I can't think of an occasion.
So what you're saying is that like his only time as captaincy, he's already captain. No, it was 1-0 when he went off.
That's a good point. Winning captain.
And then Vaughan became captain.
I wouldn't have gone for it. Get rid of him. He's lost. Give it a cheat go. See what you do then.
I don't pretend.
Onwards and upwards.
Dispute that.
To all you Swans fans who don't believe,
Bloody quick, isn't it?
start believing.
Conviction for me, I'm guessing she tried you first.
She said like sort of